Today, we're diving into the philosophy of Naval Ravikant. And honestly, it's a mental model that can totally change how you think about wealth, success, and even happiness. This isn't just another get-rich-quick scheme. It's about fundamentally redesigning your life.
Right off the bat, this quote just flips the script on what we're told success looks like. I mean, we're taught to chase fame and fortune, right? But Naval says, wait a minute, those two things might actually work against each other. It forces you to ask a really important question. What's the actual goal here?
So this whole journey, it all kicks off by changing our definition of a single word, wealth. Because if you listen to Naval, most of us are completely missing the point.
And this image, well, it kind of nails the problem, doesn't it? On the left, you've got the hamster wheel. That's a job. You're trading your time, your effort, directly for money. If you stop running, guess what? The money stops too. But the path on the right, that's totally different. That's about building assets that work for you, whether you're at a desk or not.
Okay, so here it is, the new definition. Wealth isn't just a big number in your bank account. It's owning systems, businesses, investments, code, media, things that keep generating income even when you're sleeping. The money, that's just a tool. The real prize is freedom. Freedom from worrying about bills, and more importantly, freedom to control your own time.
So you're probably thinking, okay, great, build assets. But how? Well, that's what brings us to the core strategy of this whole philosophy, what Naval calls the productize yourself blueprint. The formula, when you boil it down, is beautifully simple. It's about finding what makes you unique, your skills, your passions, even your weird obsessions, and then applying leverage to scale that uniqueness out to the entire world. Let's break that down.
So this entire blueprint, it really stands on 4 pillars that all have to work together. You can't just have one or two. You need the whole set. They are specific knowledge, accountability, leverage, and last but not least, judgment. Let's look at each one.
First up, specific knowledge. Now, this is not something you can get from a textbook or a lecture. You find it by just following what you're genuinely curious about. It's that thing you can't stop learning about on a Saturday night. And here's the key. It feels like play to you, but to everyone else, it looks like incredibly hard work. That's your superpower. That's the foundation of everything.
Next up, accountability. Look, this is about putting your name on the line. No hiding behind a big corporate brand. You own your work, your successes, and yeah, your failures too. But when you're brave enough to do that, society rewards you. It gives you trust, responsibility, ownership, and that's the key that unlocks the next pillar.
And that pillar is leverage. This is your force multiplier. It's how you get outsized results. Now, the old forms of leverage were labor, hiring people, and capital, which is money, but the new forms, they're the most powerful we've ever seen, code and media. And the amazing thing is, they're permissionless. You don't need anyone's okay to start a blog or a YouTube channel or to build an app. Anyone can tap into them.
This quote just nails it. A piece of code, a YouTube video, a podcast. It's like having an army of robots working for you around the clock 24/7 for basically free. They're out there doing their thing even while you're sleeping. And that brings us to the final pillar, judgment. See, when you have all this incredible leverage, your decisions get magnified a lot. Judgment is the wisdom to know what to build and who to partner with and when to make your move. In a world where one right decision can create a fortune, this becomes the single most valuable skill you can have.
Okay, so you have the blueprint, but a blueprint is just a piece of paper without the right mindset to actually execute it over years, sometimes even decades. This is all about playing the long game.
And this right here is the mantra. You need to be impatient with your actions, get things done, ship the product, make the call today. But at the same time, you need to be incredibly patient when it comes to the results. You have to understand that truly great things are built brick by brick over a very long time.
So why is patience so critical? It's because of the magic of compounding. This simple little bit of math says it all. If you get just 1% better every single day for a year, you don't end up 365% better. No, you end up almost 38 times better. Those tiny, consistent efforts, they add up to these massive, almost unbelievable results down the line.
But playing the long game in a world that feels so competitive can be totally draining. So what's Naval's advice? Just stop competing. Escape the competition by being completely, unapologetically authentic. When you build your whole career around your specific knowledge, that unique thing only you can do, you basically create a market of one. Because think about it, nobody can beat you at being you.
And that brings us to the final and maybe the most important part of this whole thing. Why? Why do all this? What is the actual prize waiting for you at the end of this journey?
Naval wants you to do a little thought experiment. Imagine you did it. You succeeded. The assets are working. The money is flowing in. Now, look back. What was that deep down desire that made you do all of it in the first place?
Well, the first layer is usually pretty simple. It's about survival, it's about security. You just wanted to stop that constant low-level buzz of anxiety about paying the bills. You wanted freedom from your money problems.
Okay, but once that stress is gone, a new layer reveals itself. You realize you are also seeking freedom of your time. You wanted to own your calendar, to have the ability to wake up in the morning and ask yourself, what do I actually want to do today? And then just do it.
But then there's the deepest level, the ultimate prize. And it's something a little different. It's not peace of mind, it's peace from mind. It's the freedom from that constant internal chatter, the wanting, the worrying, the ego. It's the ability to just be present, to be calm, to finally be at peace.
And we'll end on this really powerful quote from Pascal that Naval often brings up. Because maybe this entire complicated journey of building wealth, maybe it's all just an elaborate strategy to finally earn the right to do this one simple thing, to sit quietly in a room, completely content, and free from the very same restless mind that pushed you to start the journey in the first place.